The Real Ghost, a tale of terror you won't believe. Imagine this. You're in your room, it's past midnight, the lights flicker, and suddenly you hear a faint whisper. No one's there. But it sounds so real, so close. You laugh it off, right? But what if it's not a joke? What if the ghost is real? Our story begins in a sleepy little town, tucked away from the bustling city life. But there's a dark secret buried beneath the quiet streets. It was a Tuesday night, just like any other, until Michael, a simple guy working late at a local diner, locked up and headed home. The streets were empty, silent, and cold, too cold for a spring night. As he passed by the old church, he heard something, a whisper, just like that, faint but chilling. You ever get that feeling when you know you're being watched but you can't see anyone? Yeah, Michael had that feeling too. Turning the corner, Michael's heart raced. It wasn't just the cold air, it was something else, something unnatural. He glanced over his shoulder, but saw nothing. And yet, that whisper grew louder. His eyes darted around, and that's when he saw it. The shadow. A figure standing at the end of the alley, barely visible, just out of reach of the streetlights. But this isn't where it ends. No, it gets far worse. Michael couldn't just ignore it. No one would. So he decided to follow the sound. Silly, right? But it's what we do. Sometimes we dive headfirst into things we don't understand. His curiosity led him down that narrow path, each step heavier than the last. The whispers. They turned into voices, clearer now, as if someone was trying to communicate with him. But who and why? Ever get into something thinking, I can fix this, but deep down you know you probably shouldn't have? Yeah, Michael was already regretting his decision. As he reached the church, he froze. The figure was no longer in the alley, but it was standing just inside the doorway. No face, just a hooded silhouette. Michael, his breath shaky, called out, but the figure didn't respond. Instead, it stepped back, as though inviting him in. But here's the kicker. Michael didn't want to go in. Tell me, would you step into that church after hearing that voice? Seriously, think about it. But Michael's about to make a choice he'll regret. Against every instinct, Michael took a step forward. And that's when it happened. The door slammed shut behind him. His phone, gone. His flashlight, dead. Total darkness. He could feel the air grow heavier, like something was pressing in on him. And then, a voice whispered in his ear, "Leave, or be trapped forever." Yeah, that's the moment you run, right? But of course, Michael didn't. Instead, he turned to face the shadows and saw them. Faces, pale and distorted, pressing against the walls, staring at him. Then, the truth hit him. This wasn't just some ghostly encounter. No, this was the curse of the church, the souls of those who had vanished without a trace over the years, people just like him, trapped for eternity with no way out. And worse, Michael was next. But here's the twist, something no one saw coming. The ghost who had been haunting Michael, the one who whispered, wasn't trying to scare him. It was trying to warn him. Because you see, the ghost wasn't trapped in the church. It was a messenger, sent to keep others from making the same mistake. Michael's choice? To leave or stay? To live? Or be part of the darkness forever? And to this day, no one knows what happened to him. Was he trapped? Or did he escape? But if you listen closely, on quiet nights in that town, you'll hear whispers. And sometimes, they're calling your name. Remember, when you hear a voice in the dark, it might just be the ghost trying to warn you. Or worse, it could be calling you in. Follow for more of these type of stories.